What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Q&A session here on my YouTube channel. First off, how do you get your question answered by me in one of my Q&As or in one of my weekly vlogs? It's easy. Make sure you guys are following me on social media at SwimMiller on Twitter and at Cody Miller on Instagram. When I shoot out a picture asking for questions, send them on in there. And if you don't get your question answered, keep sending in those questions. Try different questions. I'm going to try to keep doing more of these questions with you guys because engaging and interacting with the viewers on my channel is a lot of fun. So yeah, let's get started. Let me situate the camera. All right, we're good. And our first question today comes from G. Sweeney, who asks, is it bad to do weightlifting for young swimmers? Would it affect you negatively or does it matter? Really great question. I'm gonna start off with a disclaimer. I'm not an expert, I'm not a coach, I'm just an athlete and I can only speak from my experience. But I personally don't think it's a bad thing for younger swimmers to do some form of gym training and particularly weightlifting, depending on how young, right? Like I started weightlifting at about 14 to 15 years old, but it was nothing extreme. It was nothing heavy. It wasn't any powerlifting. You know, I didn't really start lifting really heavy until like my junior or senior year of high school. And then really when I got to college. But I think for younger swimmers, I think that there's value in doing some gym exercises and some strength training, you know, 12, 13, 14, even if it's just mechanics, right? Learning proper technique, learning how to do things so that you're not going to injure yourself. But there is benefits to strength training at a young age, and I believe in that. I could do an entire video, an hour-long video about that. You know, we could talk forever about that. And there's some people who think it's a bad thing, some people think it's a good thing, but I personally think it's a good thing. So yeah. I am gonna butcher this name, Topaloviklazar? Topaloviklazar. I'm sorry. He asks, at what age did you start going to the gym? Okay, so yeah, rebounding off the last question. I started lifting really like my freshman year in high school, but it wasn't anything hard or heavy or any powerlifting or anything like that. It was mostly just mechanics. I didn't really start lifting heavy until I got to college, until I was, you know, 18 years old. But I think that there's value in doing some strength training at a young age. Sarah Glosson asks, how many swim caps do you own? Weird question. Probably hundreds of swim caps I've collected over the course of my career. I mean, I get a cap or a new cap at every meet from either a sponsor or for a team or whatever, but a lot. If you guys ever see me at a swim meet, you can just ask me for a cap. I probably have one that I can give you, so if we ever meet, go ahead, ask me for a cap. I've got a lot of them. Alyssa Wang asks, merch, question mark, question mark. So she's asking if I'm ever gonna sell merch, like merchandise through the vlog or whatever. I've thought about it. A lot of people have asked me about it. Like a lot of people have asked about caps or hats or swimsuits or whatever. Maybe someday, not yet, but it's definitely something that I'm thinking about. I just don't know if there would be enough people out there who would want to buy something that is like branded by me. I don't know, that's kind of a weird thing to think about because I'm not like a super famous celebrity or anybody of any major importance or anything, but maybe someday, I don't know. Fly Girl Swimmer asks, do you like short course or long course better? I'm in the minority here. This is gonna be a weird answer, but I like them both equally. I like short course and long course equally. I'm pretty good at both. If from a racing standpoint, when it comes to training, I would prefer to train short course over training long course any day. Megan Brayman asks, who is your idol in swimming? Easy answer, and this is one of the reasons that I started the vlog, to share with people. My idol when I was a young kid was Michael Phelps, was the Michael Phelps. I grew up watching that guy on TV. I grew up idolizing that guy. I had posters of that guy on my wall in my bedroom while growing up, you know, and so for the longest time, he was a god to me. Like, he walked on water to me, and now I have, let's see, check this out right here. I've literally won an Olympic gold medal with him. Yeah, I keep my medal on my desk here. But I've literally won an Olympic medal with him. I've been a part of an Olympic team. I was on his last Olympic relay, the last event of his career in history. And that made it so much more meaningful to me to get to know him, to, you know, be his teammate, to learn from him, you know, to be his equal, to be seen by that guy as an equal, as a teammate, as someone that will hold him accountable. It was a true honor to me. But yeah, I mean, and and a lot of other swimmers too, like a lot of American breaststrokers, like for a long time, and I still to this day like really admire Eric Chanteau and Brendan Hansen, former American Olympic breaststrokers that were just guys that I aspired to be like one day. You know, Aaron Pearsall was another guy that I really idolized. At a really young age, I met Olympic champion Josh Davis. And, you know, he's still really relevant in the world of swimming right now, and I still look up to that guy. Like, I idolize that guy. You know, Josh Davis was the first guy who I ever met that let me hold his Olympic gold medal, right? I did a vlog on that. I'll link that in the description below. But the very first Olympic gold medal I ever held was Josh Davis's, and that changed my life. That made me think, man, one day, like, I want to be like this guy someday. But yeah, like, the ultimate idol was Phelps. And the reason I started my videos and the reason I started the vlog and this YouTube channel was for a variety of reasons, but one of the biggest ones is that I just want to share with people. I want to take away the myth of the Olympian, right? Like, I'm a very normal person, a guy that nobody expected to really make an Olympic team. There's nothing super special about me, and yet I made it. I accomplished the Olympic dream, and I want to share that with young swimmers out there. I want to share that with people that it is possible if you put your mind to it and you do the right things. And doing this YouTube thing kind of allows me to do that a little bit. I'm not a professional at this. I'm not gifted at this. Everything I do on my YouTube channel is like hit or miss. I'm just trying things, so I'm an amateur. But yeah, being able to share some of my experiences with you guys, the viewers, is very rewarding. Okay, I went off on a tangent. All right, let's get rolling. Swimmella _ 2006 asks, what is your usual warm-up before races? I did a vlog on that. I'll link that in the description. I generally do the same warm-up before every meet, before every race, pretty much for the most part. And I did do a vlog on that. It's like the 5th vlog I ever did. I'll link that below. I will recommend this for the swimmers out there. Have a routine, a warm-up routine that you do all the time, that you know works for you. Come up with it with your coach. Experiment with things, but find out what works for you and then do it all the time. That way when you get to a meet, you don't have to think, you just execute, right? Turn your brain off and just do what you do. All right, Nini Colio asks, why are you and Lily in a lobster costume in the USA Swim Team car karaoke video? Yeah, before the Olympics, we did Team USA did a car karaoke video. I don't know if that's what it was called, but Lily and I dressed up in more costumes. I wore a lobster costume, and Lily has like a giant red inflatable sumo suit, like a sumo wrestler suit, a really big fat suit. We wore them just because we liked it. We wanted to look awesome. That's as simple as that. We wanted to look good, right? Trish Frierson asks, how are your training / diet different or similar from being in college to being a professional athlete? Okay, so long story short, my diet has evolved over the years. I try to it's something that I've constantly improved, and it carried with me through college. So the hardest thing about being a collegiate athlete is, you know, getting all of the food, the healthy food that you need, and junk food is so much more easily accessible. Like when you're eating in dining halls, when you're living on college campuses, you know, healthy food is available, but it's harder to get. And so I would say as a professional athlete, I've been able to do all of my own grocery shopping and been able to get everything that I need, and I can afford everything that I need. You know, I'm not a broke college student anymore, so I can afford to have a $200 or $300 grocery bill sometimes. Yes, my grocery bills are stupid expensive sometimes, but that's like part of the job. And how is it different? It's just, that's one of the, I've said this before and I'll say it again, one of the biggest things that I changed when I graduated college to becoming a professional swimmer. Like when swimming became my job, my diet went through the, like it got so much better. And I knew that was something that I really needed to work on. And yeah, so, you know, people who watch this video, just, you know, try to make good decisions. Okay, Laura asks, which is better, flexibility or strength? They're completely equal. You need both as a swimmer, as an athlete. You want to have strong but pliable muscles. Flexibility and strength go hand in hand. You want both equally. You need to work on both equally. And flexibility is one thing that people, I don't think, work on enough. A lot of people spend a lot of time in the weight room, lifting, trying to get big, trying to get bulky, or trying to get strong, whatever it is. They don't do enough stretching, and they don't do enough elongating the fascia, and that's why there are injuries. People are so prone to injuries, is because I believe, and once again, I'm not an expert, this is just my opinion, but I believe that people don't take care of themselves enough outside the weight room, outside the pool, and a lot of times that's what causes injuries. So stretching and foam rolling, guys, gotta do it, gotta do it. GoLetta6 asks, what do you think about restricting the use of tech suits for younger swimmers? All right, this is a loaded question. I could do a 10-minute video on this. You know what, I think I will do a video on this, but I think it's dumb. I understand the argument for it. I get it. I know why I know why it's been thrown around a bit. I know why they've tried to implement it, or they've implemented it in some small areas. But I don't agree with it. I think it's dumb. Yeah, I think that young swimmers should be allowed to wear tech suits, even if they're 12 years old, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that. So that's gonna be a wrap on today's Q&A. I hope you guys got your question answered. Keep sending in questions, try different questions. I'm gonna try to keep doing these Q&A videos. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Click that little bell button so you get a notification every time I upload a video. You don't wanna miss anything. Share my videos, help my channel grow. The best way to get your question answered in one of my Q&As or in my weekly vlog, which are normally on Wednesdays, is to follow me on social media. Make sure you guys are following me at Cody Miller on Instagram and at SwimMiller on Twitter. Yeah, I think that's it. I will see you guys in the next video.